We interact with services literally all day, every day, from that first coffee in the morning to the shows we stream at night. But have you ever really stopped and thought about what a service is? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and show you the incredible design that's hiding in plain sight. So let's start right there with coffee. I want you to think about the last one you bought. Seriously, what did you really pay for in that moment? The easy answer is, a cup of coffee. The hot liquid, the cup itself. But come on, is that really all it was?
Or maybe what you were actually buying was something else entirely. Maybe it was that quiet corner to just breathe for a second, or that quick jolt of energy you needed before a huge meeting. Maybe it was just 5 minutes of escape.
Here's the truth. You were buying a product. A service isn't just a simple action or transaction. It's a complete package, and it's designed just as carefully as any new phone or car. So let's break down how that actually works. All right, Section 1. What is the anatomy of a service? Let's start peeling back the layers, and we'll use our trusty coffee shop to see what really makes it tick. First up, we kind of need a whole new definition. A service product, it's not just one thing. It's a whole bundle of features, of benefits, all put together for a very specific type of person. It's a solution to a problem, not just, an action for hire. And just like any physical thing you buy, services have layers. The marketing genius Philip Kotler came up with this brilliant 5-level model that lets us see exactly what's going on under the hood. Okay, check this out. It all starts right in the middle, at the heart of it, with the core benefit. This is the real reason you're there. Not for coffee, but for that moment of rest or that energy boost. The next layer out is the basic product. This is the stuff you can touch, the actual cup of coffee, the table, the chair. Then you've got the expected product. These are the things you just, expect. A clean shop, Wi-Fi that actually works, staff that smiles. But now, this is where it gets really interesting. The augmented product is where the magic happens. This is the stuff that makes you choose one shop over another. The cool latte art, the amazing playlist, the super easy mobile ordering. And finally, on the very outside is the potential product. This is everything the service could one day become, like a coffee subscription or maybe even classes on how to roast your own beans. Now, another thinker, a guy named Christian Gronroos, he adds this really fascinating twist. He says those extra services fall into 2 different buckets. You've got your facilitating services. These are mandatory. Think about the payment system. If their credit card machine is down, the whole thing grinds to a halt, right? The service collapses. But then you have the supporting services. These are the value adds, the differentiators. A loyalty program is a perfect example. It's awesome, but if it's not working, you can still get your coffee. One's a deal breaker, the other's a tiebreaker. So all of those layers, they don't just appear out of thin air. No way. They are deliberately, carefully designed. So how does a simple idea turn into a full-blown service experience? Let's take a look. It follows a really clear path. You always start with the customer benefit concept. What is the deep down need we're actually solving here? From there, you get clear on the service concept. What business are we really in? Then you get to the nitty-gritty, the service offer, the actual menu, the music, the chairs. After that, you figure out the service forms, like how are people going to pay for this? Is it a subscription? Is it a one-time thing? And finally, you build the whole service delivery system, the trained people, the app, the physical space, the entire machine that brings that idea to life. Okay, so you've designed the service. Now what? You have to give it an identity. It needs a brand that's going to cut through the noise and actually stick in your customer's brain. The American Marketing Association gives us this classic textbook definition, and it's great. A brand is basically a promise. It's what tells you, this is us, and this is how we're different from the other guys. But, and this is so important, for services, the game is different, because a service is something you feel, not something you hold. The brand isn't just a logo or a catchy name. It is built in every single interaction, every touch point, every single second of the customer's journey. Let me say it again. For services, the experience is the brand. So building that brand is a really active process. A strategist named Leonard Berry actually lays out this fantastic roadmap. First, he says, be different. Don't just be a copycat. Then determine your own fame. Create something so cool that people can't help but talk about it. Third, and this is huge, make an emotional connection. Go way beyond just a transaction. And finally, maybe the most important of all, you have to internalize the brand. Every single employee has to live and breathe that brand promise. Okay, we are in the home stretch. We've got the layers, we've got the design, we've got the brand. So, for the final piece of the puzzle, how does all of this come together to actually win in a super crowded marketplace? Well, it all comes down to one word: positioning. Positioning is the art of designing your service to occupy a very specific, very distinct piece of real estate inside your customer's mind. It's about being known for something. And this is the perfect example, a tale of two coffee shops. Now, they both sell coffee, right? But in reality, they're not even competing with each other. The Artisan Cafe is positioned on quality and ambiance. It's for the person who wants to sit and savor. The mega chain, it's all about speed and consistency for the person who's just trying to get through their day. They are deliberately owning completely different spots in our brains. And getting this right isn't just about luck or guesswork. It's a system. You decide what exactly you're trying to position. You figure out what your customers truly care about, and then you literally map out where all your competitors are. From there, you can see your options, and once you pick a spot, you execute. You deliver on that promise, and you tell the world about it in everything you do. So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you order a coffee or get a haircut or stream a movie, are you just going to see a simple transaction? Or are you going to see it for what it is? A carefully layered, intentionally designed, and strategically positioned product hiding just beneath the surface.